Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Lynn Wilson. I just wanted to have a little chat with you tonight. I'm sitting over here in front of my pantry. No, you can't see everything, but I wanted to give you the ideas of what I'm talking about. So I want to talk to you about emergencies, pantries, stockpiles, family, food, all that kind of stuff. And I know there's so many videos out there on the stockpile and the pantry, and you must and go buy. This is not a panic video at all. I don't want you to feel panicked from my end. If you feel you need to do this, then this is an encouragement for you to do this. Let me say this first. There's a lot of people that I know will say, I cannot afford to start a stockpile. I cannot afford to have a pantry. I live paycheck to paycheck. I get it. Been there, done that. We're not that far away from living paycheck to paycheck, but I will say this. I have a video when Dollar Tree was $1. I know it's $1.25, but it said how to start a stockpile on $5. And I want you to go back and watch that. I will link that in the description below, or you can just go on my playlist or search for that. But starting a stockpile on $5, you can still do that. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Dollar General, you can go to places like Ollie's. There's plenty of other places, discount grocery stores and all the rest. You can get 5 items for $5 or less. I only say that for this reason. We've had a couple of scenarios in our family over the past 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, that I thought was worth sharing with you to just, I consider you my friends. And many of you I talk to like on the regular with comments, and I feel like I know you so well. I feel like we're best friends in some aspects. We have so much in common, and I love that. And I just feel like, like any other friend, when we get into a conversation over a cup of coffee, we're just, how's your day? What's been going on? Oh, let me tell you, it's been crazy. So it's that kind of a conversation. Let me tell you what's been going on. It's been a little crazy. We've had a couple of situations here in our last 2.5 weeks that have really kind of rocked our world a little bit at the Wilson household. And a lot of times you see the camera come on and you see, hey, how you doing? This is the latest and the greatest, and it's always good and uplifting information. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of crazy things that can go on in anyone's life. I'll give you 2 examples. I had eaten something at work. Somebody had ordered some takeout. I had eaten it, and it was delicious. And then I got home, and I didn't feel good. I was queasy. I was nauseous as all get out, and I felt ill. I don't know how else to say it. Well, and I got home probably about 3 o'clock. By the time dinner came, I had put my head back, thinking that I would be fine. I got up, and I said to my husband, I can't do anything. I'm so sick. He says, what's wrong? I said, I don't know. I'm just ill. I don't call out sick from work. I don't call out sick from life. I just am, was raised that you would have to have one foot in the grave in order to call out of school. And I'm the same way with work. But I said to my husband, can I call out sick as a wife and as a mother? I can't cook tonight. I want nothing. And I had not eaten. It took me a little bit more than 24 hours before I could get anything in me. Even a sip of water was making me beyond nauseous. I don't know if it was the oil in what the food was cooked in. I don't know, but it made me so sick. Never threw up, never any other issues like that, but I was sick. So what did I have to do? We have food in the pantry. We have food that you can make, whether it's jarred food, canned food, boxed food, instant type food. We have it available. Now, let me kind of set the stage if you're new here. My husband is an epileptic. He's on disability, and my youngest son has autism. So his ability to do certain things like cooking and organizing and menus and all that is on a limited basis. That's not to say they're not helpless, but both of them are on a limited basis. So the things that I store will accommodate my family. I'll give you an example. Things such as this, okay? You can just get where you fill it with water, nuke it, and you got, is it the most healthy? No. But listen, it got us through a meal. So things like this, or things like this, canned meat, canned raviolis, that they can whether I don't want them using the cook stove because of the heat. I want them to be able to microwave, and that's safe. That is not, not the choice that I always like, but either the air fryer or the microwave would be the choices. But I keep things like that on hand for those moments when very rarely, maybe I'm working late and I'm going to be late getting dinner on the table. So I'll say to them, hey, like my husband has to eat at certain points so he doesn't have a seizure. I'll say, go grab something out of the pantry and go warm it up. There are things like this too that you can buy. This is lentils in a bag. You just rip it open, you warm it up. There are things like this, ready to serve rice. This I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. And this is roasted chicken, flavored with herbs and carrots. So there you go. This is another thing. I love these tuna kits. You get a can of tuna with some celery and bits in it. It comes with a little tiny spoon, and you get crackers. Listen, you're in a pinch, you're hungry, you run out of bread. I have a video on what do you do if you run out of bread. You got crackers, you've got your fish here, you got a little spoon to put it on. These are great for your lunchbox at work or anything like that. So these are the types of things that I like to keep. In addition to that, I keep my jarred sauce, and I keep my regular pasta, and I keep my cans of vegetables, and all that, the same thing you guys keep in your pantry, I'm sure, for when I'm doing stuff. Now, another situation was, I want to say a weekish ago, 10 days ago, I don't know, thereabouts, my husband had 10 seizures, last count. I stopped counting. And it's been we go through spells, and we're in a spell right now. But we go through times, and he had 10 seizures. Do you think I could think straight on how to make a meal? Do you think I could think straight on what should we do? I could grab a can of like a chunky soup and put that over toast, or just put toast on the side, or put it over rice, or put it over noodles if I want to bulk it up, or just put it in a bowl and warm it up and put some toast on the side or some crackers and have a nice hot soup. Again, is it the perfect win-win dinner? No. It's not fresh veggies and fruits and this and that, and but listen, there are times when you just have to do what you have to do. I have to feed the family. I can't think straight. Graham's having seizures. Put yourself in my shoes. If your spouse or your significant other, or even maybe your child, is having 10 plus seizures a day, how would you handle trying to think through going to work from 9 to 5, coming home knowing that this is happening, in addition to that making meals? So going to the quick foods in your pantry, in your stockpile, are so beneficial and so helpful. Jan from New York City, I love when she shows her pantry. Her pantry is on some plain, simple shelving that you can pretty much get anywhere, like Walmart, Home Depot, places like that. Order online. She has basic everyday stuff in her pantry. She has tomato soup, and she has crackers, and I think she has tuna. Not that I'm stalking her pantry, but there's something about her particular videos on her pantry I really enjoy. I do. So Jan, if you're watching, I love your pantry videos. Bring them back. Get us an update. And she just talks about why she buys things, how she buys things, and so on. I really appreciate that. Jan is a no fuss person. She's black and white. It is what it is. She tells you where it's at. And I really appreciate that. She's just honest, and she's above board. And we talk about saving money. Well, you have to spend money. You got to buy food. If you're going to buy food, buy some things that you can store in the stockpile for those times when you got family issues, emergencies in the house. I got sick. My husband got sick. Those things are going to come up. Maybe it's just a really tight week, and you just want to, you got one more payment on something, and I really just want to get that payment out of the way. Well, you know what? Take the money that you would have spent on groceries and maybe put it toward that payment, knowing that you've got a full stocked pantry and stockpile that you can use. Do yourself a favor and remember, the food that's in here is not for show. It's not a display. It's not something you collect as a hobby. This is food that has expiration dates, and food does go bad, and food does expire. I'm not saying throw it all out. I don't mean that. But what I'm saying is, it's not here for show. It's here to be eaten. make sure you are eating your food in your pantry and your stockpile. But keep those things on hand for when there are emergencies and when there are situations. You know, we just had, so any of my friends, I don't know if you're watching, I don't know if you're capable of watching right now, our friends that are in Florida and now coming up the coast with South Carolina and Georgia. I don't even know where. In New Jersey, we're supposed to be getting hit on Saturday. So we're going to be getting water floods here. I'm not in a flood zone, but 20 minutes-ish to the east of me is the ocean. So I've got, you know, friends out there. They're going to be hit and clobbered hard, I'm sure, by Ian. And but you know what? Emergencies in a situation of, like, if the power were to go out, you've got your canned goods that, you know, do I want to eat raviolis ice cold or room temperature? Not really. That would not be my first choice. But if I had no other choice, I could do that. We need to talk about in the future about ideas of how you can cook when you don't have power. I have a glass top stove and it's electric. I don't have toilets. When my power goes out, we have no water, no toilets, and no cooking. I have nothing. I have zip. So I remember going through Hurricane Sandy. We had nothing for 13 days. So we need to talk about alternatives to that. But I really want to encourage you to know there might be a day you're not well and your family needs food. Have things in your pantry that they can pull on a quick throw together meal. Things like, you know, if you have somebody disabled in the family, think through what and how can they cook? How are they capable of cooking? And then buy foods that would fit in that category. Not everybody has that situation. I do, and I know a lot of you do. So I just wanted to encourage you. After just, you know, two of us, for different reasons, could not take care of each other for various reasons. And this was a lifesaver. You can order pizza. You can order Chinese takeout. You can do all the rest, DoorDash or whatever you want. And that's your choice. You know, hey, we've done it. We've ordered pizza. As a matter of fact, tonight we ordered pizza. It was in the budget and I took advantage of it. I felt like having pizza delivered tonight. So we will do that occasionally, and you too can do that. If you can afford it and it's in your budget, no judgment here. You do that, but you don't want to have to do that all the time. And there's just sometimes you need to eat now. You don't have time to wait 45, 50 minutes or longer for a delivery guy. You can go here in your pantry and throw something together quickly. Hope that's an encouragement for you to know you need to have a few things on hand. Do you need to have 2 years, 5 years, and so on? No. You should have at least 2 weeks on hand at all times to be able to feed the household members that you have living with you. If it's yourself, you and a pet, you and a couple of pets, you and family members, etc., have enough food that at least for 2 weeks you could sustain yourself until you got over the illness, until you got the next paycheck, until the power goes on, etc. After the 2 weeks, usually at that point, there's some type of an alternative or the road is turning in another direction to be able to help you. But if you don't have a pantry, stockpile, anything like that started, let me suggest $1 a week. Every week, go and spend $1 at the end of the month, whether it's a 4-week or a 5-week month. You'd have 4 to 5 items in your stockpile. I'm telling you, you're going to love it when you have to depend on it. And it's there. You're going to be grateful and thankful that you have it. Thanks for stopping over. And please go and check out my friend Jan from New York City Saves Money. Check out her channel. She's got some good practical advice there. Just wanted to give her a shout out. All right. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you all on the next video.